Hey guys, my name is Derek from F45 Greatwood. If I have not had the chance to meet you, I certainly hope that in the next few days or in the week or so that I get that opportunity. This new year, new you challenge for 2022 is right around the corner. And the theme of this challenge is that it's all about you. And we are so excited about this challenge. And guys, the purpose of this video is to inform you guys of what the challenge is all about. So I've broken this down into three parts of what I want to share with you guys. The first is the 3 Ds to a successful challenge. All right, the 3 Ds to a successful challenge. The second part is the what we call the nuts and bolts of how this challenge works. All right. I'm going to share with you different resources, tools, kind of again how we track, all that good stuff. It's how the challenge works. The third part is action steps. All right, action steps that we've found over the last 4 years of doing this that work. If you put these things into place and start taking action now, you're going to see results. So I'm going to start with the 3 Ds to a successful challenge. All right, these 3 Ds are: we want you to define your goals, defeat the obstacle, and develop a strategy. All right, so define, defeat, and develop. All right, those are the 3 Ds to a successful challenge. So we'll start with defining your goals. All right, and so there's a lot of ways people can set goals and lots of different things. Well, what a question I have to start with though for you to kind of narrow down that focus of defining a goal is, why do you want to achieve this goal? All right, ask yourself, why do I want to achieve this goal that has popped in my head? Now, the reason for the why is if we can get an emotional attachment to that why, there's a much higher chance, you're giving yourself a higher percentage chance to actually achieve that goal. And so we really want to figure out and answer that why. Why do I want to achieve this goal? Hopefully get that emotional attachment with it and really go and attack that. The second question I have is, what is holding you back? All right? What has held you back? Probably not the first time you've wanted to, most people come in with these challenges or in our studio, they either want to lose weight or they want to lean up, they want to gain lean muscle mass, but they haven't done that. So there's a reason for that. So I want you to ask yourself, what is holding me back? Why have I not had success in the past? And maybe that's a schedule, work schedule, or not the right meal plan, not the right opportunity to train. I hadn't found a fun environment. Whatever that is, you need to define what is holding you back. And the third part for defining your goals, I want you to think about, and again, back to that emotional side of it, I want you to really think about how you will feel once you actually achieve that goal. Really envision yourself and think about, man, how would I feel if I really do achieve this? How amazing would that be? And so, again, why do you want it? What's holding you back? And how would you feel if you achieved it? That is part of defining the goals. All right, that second D, defeat the obstacles. All right, the first thing that I wanted to share with you guys, and we've seen it a lot, is oftentimes people that come in the studio, they're focused on the big goal, right? The big goal at the end, whether that's at the end of the challenge or if that's at the end of, whatever, down 5 years down the road. If we get so focused on the end goal, the big goal, we get overwhelmed. And what we've seen is oftentimes people fall into the all or none principle. I'm either all in or I'm all out. And so what kind of segueing into the second part of defeating the obstacles is we want you to think about celebrating those small wins along the way. And so my question for you in regards to defeating those obstacles is, what needs to get done today? What needs to get done today for me to move that needle towards my goal down the road, or my goal at the end of this challenge? That is the big question. And so we really encourage our members to celebrate those small wins, all right? Just needle movers, small wins along the way that at the end of it's going to add up to a huge success in a big overall win. Now, the third part to defeating the obstacles, or defeating your obstacles, is, I'm going to shoot you straight here, okay? You have to take 100% responsibility, all right? You have to take responsibility for the actions you're doing, all right? If you really want to achieve goals and make a change in your life, you have to take responsibility for the actions. All right. At the end of the day, if you don't want it, it doesn't matter how bad we want it as a staff, as a team, as a community. It doesn't matter. You have to want it. So you have to take 100% responsibility for the actions that you're choosing. And part of that is, hey, is it going to be tough? Absolutely. It's a challenge, and we say it all the time. If it doesn't challenge you, it's not going to change you. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. And so that's one of our core beliefs is life change. All right, our core values, life change, and that's what we're after. We want to help you have a transformation, create some life change, and rock and roll. And the third part of, again, the 3 Ds to a successful challenge is developing a strategy. All right. Now, what I want to really bring home here is that strategies that work for some may not work for others. Okay, so it's about what is the strategy that works for you. Okay, and throughout the process, the journey of this challenge, that's what our goal is for you to discover, right? We want you to develop a strategy that not only will you see success in this challenge, but at the end, the end goal is that you find a consistent way to have lifelong success and lifelong health. And so, again, that's what really about developing that strategy. What's crazy is that we've had so many members come in and have success and have done it different ways, whether that's they've cooked at home or they've done a meal prep service, which I'll get into here in a little bit. There's so many different ways you can do it. People say there's a whole bunch of ways to skin a cat, and it's kind of the same deal here. They're developing a strategy that works for you. And my hope and desire for you is that you will enjoy that process, this journey of developing that strategy that works for you. So just to kind of reiterate those, define your goals, defeat the obstacles, and develop a strategy, guys. Very, very important here. And I really hope that you take some time to think about that. Again, it starts with defining the goals. Then how can we defeat those obstacles? And then we're going to develop that strategy. And hopefully that strategy is developed throughout this process, this journey that you're going to hopefully be on with us during this challenge, and that we can, we can have great success in this challenge, this short term, but at the end of the day, we want long-term success and long-term health. So as I said, the second part of this, guys, is the nuts and bolts of how this challenge works. All right. Now, the first thing I wanted to share with you guys was about the different phases of the challenge. Now, I read through this, and to be honest with you, I did not feel like, I tried to memorize it, but I didn't feel like I would do as good of a job as what corporate sent out. And so I'm actually just going to read this to you, all right? The phases of the challenge, all right? They're, again, broken up into 4 phases. The F45 challenge is broken up into 4 phases. Each phase has a different educational theme, positive messaging, and learnings for all of our members. So below, the phases are, the phase 1 is spring training, phase 2 is regular season, phase 3 is the championship round, and then phase 4 is World Series. Now, I'm going to go through, again, each of these and kind of explain what the theme is and what the focus of that challenge is. So phase 1, again, spring training, this is the building block for better health and a body transformation. So it says here, spring training focuses on establishing the building blocks for better health, and this includes sustainable eating and sleeping habits, as well as tips in adjusting to a calorie deficit meal plan. So during this first phase, things that you might expect are, man, maybe I'm gonna have a headache. Maybe I'm gonna be really hungry, okay? I know that sounds awesome. You're like, sign me up for that challenge. That's part of it, as oftentimes it's because we're detoxing our body with some of the sugars that we're getting rid of, but or what various reasons. Now, the main focus of this is, again, to have that detox, cleanse your body, clean it out, get that yuck stuff out, all the toxins. That way your body is ready for that phase 2 to where we can really absorb those new nutrients, the macronutrients, the micronutrients. Really, you're setting yourself up for a better position to really absorb those nutrients. So that's kind of the theme and the focus for phase 1. Phase 2, again, regular season. So here it's about nourishing your body to discover the power of macronutrients to build strength, fuel your body, and achieve your goals. And so the focus is incorporating the right balance of macronutrients into meals at the right time of the day, which will radically shift your workouts and the results you're getting. And so again, talks about macronutrients. We talk about macronutrients, micronutrients. So the macronutrients are really 3 main parts: your proteins, carbs, and fats. And so what I like about the kind of the discovery of phase one, where you're kind of learning, you're going through it, you're figuring out what's working, where are my energy levels, and then phase two, we get to really dial in those macronutrients. And so personally, I really love getting into the macros. If maybe this is a challenge, third, fourth, fifth challenge you've done, and you've never really dove into the macronutrients, right? Really dialing it in. That's something that we could sit down, and that's kind of next level, right? Maybe this is your first challenge. Maybe not worry about tackling the macronutrients first. Maybe it's, hey, I want to focus on just establishing a new healthy lifestyle, consistency, develop those habits, behaviors. But then again, maybe you're a veteran to challenges and you want to dive deeper in. That's where we can really get it specific to you and your needs based on your macronutrient needs and things like that. So that's phase two. Phase three is the championship round. All right. So this is about harnessing the micronutrients, all right, which will kick your health up into high gear, and really the focus is from the inside out. And so micronutrients are the small but mighty vitamins, minerals, prebiotics, and probiotics, all of which contribute to inner strength. All right. And so if you want to see results on the outside, you have to strengthen your inside. Gut health is often, overlooked, but it's a huge critical part for us to regulate our whole body and overall wellness, and whether that's brain, whether that's, your brain health, your bones. The micronutrients are so important. So again, I love just the way these challenges are set up when it breaks it into phases, gives you something to focus on, but it's also educational, and that's what's so cool. And again, that brings me into phase four, right? This is about peak performance and results for life. That's what I love the most. Obviously, whether if it's, let's say it's a weight loss goal, this is that time to really focus in and maybe shed those last few pounds. But really what this phase is about is to, kind of gather up and really hone in these last few weeks of, okay, this has been working for me. I'm having success. How can I carry this over and have some lifelong success? Because at the end of the day, we've said it many, many times, the challenges are a jump start to a better health, better life. They are not a be all end all. I'm going to stick with this challenge and then I'm done for good. I'm just all of a sudden fit and healthy forever. It doesn't work that way. And so again, the idea here is to create a lasting lifestyle and overall wellness. And so that's kind of the phase of the focus on phase four, that World Series phase. So guys, if you want some more information in regards specifically to the phases, please reach out to us, and we'll be happy to dive a little bit deeper. I've got meetings with several of our members throughout the next few days and into next week on, hey, they've already reached out and said, hey, I want to take this serious and I want to get dialed into my macronutrients. Can you help me? Absolutely, let's do it. And so, here's the deal. We can't read your minds. You got to come ask, all right? Ask, and we're gonna help you, all right? But you got to ask us, and we need to know what you want, all right? Next thing I want to talk about is the point system and tracking. All right. So in the action steps I've shared, I'm going to share. One of them is downloading the Challenge app. If you're not familiar with the Challenge app, I encourage you to download the Challenge app and start getting familiar with it. Okay. If you've never created an account there, you're going to need to create an account. If you're a current member with us or a non-member that did the Challenge non-member package, you'll have access to the Challenge app. A really, really great tool, resource. But the specific thing I want to talk about in there is the tracking system. Now, we use this tracking system within the Challenge. And so this is how we decide some of the winners, the winning teams, all that good stuff. And so the way it works, when you get into that tracking feature inside the app, you're going to go down to track and you're going to see a point system. All right. Eat, train, sleep, and hydrate. Eat, train, sleep, hydrate. And so basically it gives you parameters, right? If you check it, if you hit the appropriate target, that little box for that day is going to turn green. So the idea is to get 4 green checks across the board each day. Okay. Now some people ask, okay, well, how do I get, you guys aren't open on Sunday. How do I get my points on Sunday? You can do that by doing the recovery in the Challenge app. All right. There's a recovery workout you can do in the Challenge app. And say, well, I could just check it, right? Yeah, you could, but just checking it and sitting on the couch eating potato chips is not going to get you the results that you're looking for. So, at the end of the day, you got to put in the work. And so anyway, with the point system, you have another question I've had is, are we going to do sweaty selfies again? All right, we're not doing sweaty selfies this time. All right, I know we've done that several times, but this time we're really sticking to the challenge app, the tracking feature. It's 4 points per day. All right, 4 points per day. And so eat, train, sleep, hydrate. We want that to focus on developing those lifestyles, those habits. And so that's what it's about. So again, if you have any other questions, let us know. We will be sending out an email as well with a breakdown of how the points and all that stuff works. So, but again, guys, we're here. We want to help you with this. We want this challenge to get kick-started off the right way, and we want to help. So the next thing I want you to discuss is the before and after photos. We really want to hone in on this time. And so what that means is we need pictures from 3 sides, all right? And that's male and female. So males, you can just be in boxer briefs or swimsuit. Females, swimsuit, sports bra and underwear, something like that. But remember, whatever you take your photo in the before, you need to take it in that after, okay? Now, you can go on the challenge app and get more details of how to take those photos and all the requirements for that. Again, if you have questions, let us know. But real quick, it's just front, side, and back. All right, we need a front, side, and back photo of you. And again, sports bra and underwear or swimsuit. And then males are boxer briefs or tight-fitting shorts. But again, whatever you took it in, you need to take it in at the end. All right. Next thing I want to discuss is we have, well, what if I can't make it in every day? That's okay. All right. We have workouts online on our members only Facebook page. We also within the challenge app. Okay, if you're traveling, you have workouts right at your fingertips. All right, inside the challenge app, there are workouts there that you can do, and it's amazing stuff. Great workouts right there. So again, back to the honor system of did you do your workout or not? That's on you, because at the end of the day, we will be doing scans, before and after scans. I'm gonna talk about that here in just a minute. But it comes down to the results at the end of the day. So next I want to discuss, I'm excited about this. So the last challenge we done at the end of the year of 2021, we did a partner-based challenge. All right, we've seen a lot of success in the studio where either good friends or spouses or some have partnered up and they're going at this together. All right, and so we are actually doing a double dose of accountability this time. I don't really think there's any way we could get more accountability than what we're doing in this challenge. And so if you have a friend that you would like to be partnered up with, grab them. And if you guys are not signed up for the challenge, get it signed up as soon as you can. If you don't have a friend, all right, we can partner you up with someone as well. So don't let, I don't know anyone that would want to do this challenge with me. That's okay. All right, that's totally okay. We can partner you up with somebody and get you partnered up there. Now, as I mentioned, we're doing partner and challenge teams. So what that means is we've done in the past where we have teams. So our staff, the 8 of us that make up our staff, we are gonna be divided up 2 trainers per team. All right, I'll be announcing the trainer teams later this week. We've already decided those. We actually put it in a random generator, and it spit out our staff on different teams. And so that's going to be made up of 2 trainers per team, a total of 4 teams. So the way it'll work is you and your partner will be entered as a team, okay, as a partnership into the random generator, and then you guys will be added to one of the 4 trainer teams. Now, the partners will be together. I want to make that very clear. Partners will be together, but inside one of the trainer teams. And so again, it's going to be the ultimate accountability. Part of the ways we do that, I want to encourage you, make sure if you're not on our Greatwood members only page, F45 Greatwood members only page, make sure to do that. That's a great resource for anyone that's not on there. We have a lot of great content, conversations, things like that. The challenge team that you will be added to will be communicating through GroupMe. If you're not familiar with GroupMe, GroupMe is just another texting platform, messaging platform. And that's the platform that we've chosen to use. And so you'll be added on there, and then each, the teams will be communicating through there. It's really cool, a lot of accountability, great stuff there. Another tool that we use in the studio, guys, Lionheart. Lionheart is our heart rate monitoring system. Really, really cool. If you've never done that before, it's going to send right to your inbox right after your workout, the calories you burn, your average heart rate. This just, again, when we talked about getting those macronutrients dialed in, this is a tool we use that is really super beneficial, and can help us out, really dial in, okay, hey, this is how much is going out based on what your goals are. This is how much we need to bring in as far as calories. So just a really great tool. One of the things that I briefly mentioned about like the scans earlier. Now, our Fit 3D scanner, this is our body scanner, okay? Really cool piece of equipment. And what this does is it allows us to track body fat percent, lean mass, muscle mass, all of your inches. And so what we do is before the scan, so actually the scan date, I'm gonna talk about that in the action steps as well. Your scan date, you must have it in by Tuesday, January 18th, okay? Tuesday, January 18th, Fit 3D scans need to be completed. And so we will do a before and pre-scan for the challenge, and then also a post-scan for the challenge, all right? And so what we do, we have an algorithm that we use based on the results from the scan, and that way with the results from the scan and the algorithm, the points you get there, and also the tracking points, right? That's how we determine who our individual winners are, and also our team winners right there. So another really cool tool, again, if you're new to challenges or if you're new to tracking your calories, is Myfitnesspal. This is a free app. Really encourage you guys, download that. And it's pretty simple. You can actually scan foods. You can scan barcodes. You can enter it in, search. It's a great, great tool right there. And then lastly, as far as kind of the nuts and bolts, I want to mention Carte Nutrition. Okay, Carte Nutrition is a local company that we partner with, and they offer an amazing meal prep service. Now, there's a lot of ways, okay? We've had winners that have used a la carte and they've had great success. We've had members that cook at home